Sunday.
Actually looked at a map and we were trying to figure out the best way for me and my child to travel if I had to flee.
Right now on Good Morning Quad Cities, Russian troops continue their assault on Ukraine this morning. How global leaders are responding. Plus, the indoor mask mandate is set to expire tomorrow in Illinois, but where will you still need to wear a mask? We'll show you. And good morning and welcome. It is Sunday, February 27th. I'm David Bohlman. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
And I'm meteorologist Morgan Strackbine. Yesterday's temperature is not too bad.
No, they were pretty all right, but today's going to be the weekend winner.
Yeah, it'll be the weekend winner, just a little bit warmer on the seasonally warm side, that's for sure. Yesterday's highs did tap into the mid-30s here in the Quad Cities. All of us, it looks like, did get above that freezing mark at least, so can't complain there. But we're only going to continue to increase temperatures today. Not going to be too bad. We'll continue a lot of sunshine as we get into the afternoon. You can see clear skies out there on radar. Nothing to see out there. Winds are also rather calm, so not too bad. 22 degrees in Davenport, 24 in Moline. Feels like temperatures are hanging out in the single digits and the teens for a lot of our hometowns, as we are bringing in those northerly winds. Now, if we had southerly winds today, we would probably get a good boost in temperatures. But today, with that strong sunshine, we'll once again get temperatures to get to the mid-30s for feels like temperatures. Actual outdoor temperatures are expected to get into the low 40s. But we are going to continue to track in a warm stretch, and it does look like models are trending even warmer. Which day could we get near 60? We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. David?
Wow, that's going to be incredible. Thanks, Morgan. Now to the latest on Russia's war on Ukraine. Russian troops continue to advance, and U.S. officials say it's Russia's goal to get the country to surrender. This comes as the White House announces the latest sanctions against Russia. ABC's M. Wen has more from Washington.
More assaults in Ukraine as families remain under a wartime curfew. U.S. defense officials say Russian leader Vladimir Putin's military forces are about 20 miles outside Kyiv. Despite calls for Ukrainian President Zelensky to leave, he's chosen to stay in the heart of the capital, saying, "We know we are defending our country, our land, our children's futures." Volunteers taking up arms to fight against Russian troops after the Ukrainian military relaxed restrictions on who can join the fight. The White House announcing new sanctions against Russia, the U.S. joining the European Commission, France, Germany, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Canada in banning some Russian banks from the SWIFT global payments network. The U.S. also providing military equipment to Ukraine, as well as troops posted just outside the border to help with the ongoing surge in traffic. The UN estimates more than 150,000 civilians have fled to neighboring countries.
My husband and I, we actually looked at a map and we were trying to figure out the best way for me and my child to travel if I had to flee.
In Hungary, this emotional reunion after a Ukrainian mother brought a stranger's children to safety.
A senior administration official tells us with all of this week's sanctions, Putin's claim that sanctions will not affect Russia's economy is just a myth. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
And when thank you, Niagara Falls was illuminated blue and yellow in solidarity with Ukraine overnight. The tourist attraction that straddles the U.S.-Canada border is one of several landmarks around the world being lit up in blue and yellow colors. That's the Ukrainian flag's colors as a show of unity and support of the Ukrainian people. The situation in Ukraine is developing by the hour. You can get real-time updates on what's happening on the ground there by visiting WQID.com. But we do want to get to some local headlines now. A man and a woman were killed in an early morning crash on I-74. It was around 6:30 yesterday morning in Bettendorf. Police say the vehicle was heading north and went off the road and went into a ditch. A 37-year-old woman from Bettendorf and a 28-year-old man from Davenport were thrown from the vehicle. Their names are not being released right now, pending family notification. Illinois' school mask mandate will be lifted tomorrow. Governor J.B. Pritzker made the announcement. It comes after the state Supreme Court denied the governor's appeal for a lower court's ruling, that said that his mask mandate is subject to debate. Governor Pritzker says the state will continue to recommend all school districts follow CDC guidance. And a reminder that masks will no longer be mandated by the state of Illinois indoors starting tomorrow. Governor Pritzker made that announcement earlier this month that masks will no longer be required inside restaurants, grocery stores, or in other indoor places starting tomorrow. However, they will still be required on public transit and in hospitals. That's covered under the federal mask mandate. And also keep in mind, even though the state is lifting the indoor mask mandate, individual businesses may still require them. The time right now is 6:05 on your Sunday morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Still ahead for us, we are verifying as that war in Ukraine continues. There are a lot of videos circulating online, but are some of the most popular videos even real? We'll show you.
And I'm sure you've heard the phrase, March coming in like a lion and out like a lamb. Well, it looks like it's going to come in a little more like a lamb. We'll talk about warm and quiet weather coming up next in your accurate forecast.
This morning on This Week, invasion.
I really think there are very few scenarios in which this could actually help Democrats come 2022 elections in November.
Weighing the impact in Iowa and Illinois of the invasion half a world away. Plus putting a cap on medical settlements, looking at both sides of the Iowa debate. And Gesundheit, what your sneeze could do to the people you love. This Week with George Stephanopoulos is at 9, and we'll see you here at 10 this morning for News 8 This Week.
You're watching GMQC.